2, 3.
Today's Schmoedown is brought to you by the letter 3.
Today's jokes are brought to you by somebody who can't words.
Yeah.
This is Bibbiani, Erwin, and Rocha. Or just my fingers. What's going on, guys? We're the Cinefanatics. My name is Chris Adams.
And I'm Robert Adams.
And today's Schmoedown reaction is of the triple threat between 3 of the best players in the game.
Yeah.
John Rocha, Ethan Erwin, and William Bibbiani.
This is going to be a good match.
Who you got?
I have no idea.
Neither do I.
Absolutely no idea. I don't know who I'm rooting for. I love all 3 of them. I'm going to feel bad because 2 of them are going to lose, but one of them's going to win, so I mean, that makes it okay.
Here's the thing.
Now that we've described the basis of a 3-way match.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Ethan's got a bunch of knowledge. He's really good.
So does Bibbiani and Rocha.
Rocha really wants it literally all of the time.
So does Ethan Erwin and Bibbiani.
And Bibbiani has momentum coming off of the free-for-all.
Which Rocha doesn't have, and Ethan definitely doesn't have it because he wasn't even there.
So judging by logistics,
I'd say Bibbiani's got it in the bag.
it sounds like Bibbiani's got the most he's fighting with right now.
Yeah. Glad you were able to break that down.
Yeah. So I think we're going to go for Bibbiani here.
Sounds like it.
Also because he seems to watch our channel every now and then.
Yeah, so not biased at all.
Going for you, Bibbiani.
Yeah. But, I mean, logic base behind that.
That being said, now that I've said that, I did vote for Rocha in the polls on the Facebook group because I know Rocha's drive, he really wants it all the time. But at the same time, I can see Bibbiani easily taking this. So.
I think the reaction video group led by C-Dub, I don't think I actually voted for anything on this one because I have no clue.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know who to vote for. I mean, there's 3 people, all good. If I vote for someone, I'm more likely to lose points. It's kind of like the Money Hall problem if you're familiar with Let's Make a Deal. But we're not going to get into that. You can look that up. It's very interesting.
Is that show starring Wayne Brady?
It does now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But look up the Money Hall problem. It's very awesome if you like math and logic and stuff.
Oh, is that the doors?
Yeah.
If you choose one and then you have the other 2? Okay.
It was also mentioned in that movie 21.
That's a good movie.
Yep.
That being said, you know what show does not star Wayne Brady?
Movie Trivia Schmoedown?
Yep, let's get into it.
Yep.
Ha!
Hey, oh, sorry.
Hi!
Hey,
Hi, the kid!
Hey, Mr. Bibbiani.
Hi, the kid.
You call me Mr. Bibbiani.
Okay. Mr. Beast.
Better.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, yeah.
What's up, buddy?
No, I just wanted to say congrats again on the free-for-all performance and really just every match, man. You're the best.
You're
the best.
too kind. You're too kind. And I want to congratulate you on your free-for-all performance.
Oh,
you really blew
thanks.
everybody away.
Oh, wow.
I think you made such an impression.
Oh, well, that
on the
means,
world at large.
That means so much coming from you, man. Really, I've watched you so many times, and all the time I'm watching you, man.
Thanks for making that weird.
Oh, no, I didn't mean it like a creepy, stalker way. I meant it in like a normal, the way people watch
We're
you.
watching y'all
You
too,
know, like
but
you do.
more in a reactor way.
Cool.
Yeah, no, just want to say that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Oh, I just got to ask, what this is. You studying up this? That's what's going on here?
No,
Down,
no.
a few cards. Thing.
It's entrances. Entrances.
Yes.
I do the entrances.
Yes.
Got a big plan for these.
Okay, all right, okay.
It's gonna be quite the
Well, if you need me at all for, big plan for them, yeah.
noted.
All right. I think I'm gonna go. Okay, yeah. This was good. This was fun. Okay, thank you.
The kid.
You gotta tell Bibbiani looked like he was trying hard not to break.
Hello, the kid.
I'm Ethan doing Ethan things. I love that shirt.
That really feels like they were all there at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm a good friend, Mark Ellis. Mark, what a match here today. This is a triple threat match between three legends of the game, three former champions in the form of William the Beast Bibbiani, the free-for-all MVP, Ethan Erwin, the former Movie Trivia Schmoedown champion, and the outlaw John Rocha, the former two-time champ. What a matchup today.
Hey, Christian, you know how to get me to a studio, and that's when you say three-way. Now, we got a bunch of dudes in here that are going to get very sweaty. In the form of movie trivia, so it's a clean, family-friendly match, and you're right, the theatrics, the entrances.
I have a feeling that won't be the last one.
The combined record of all these gentlemen, three of the current titans of the game. If you make a mountain,
so they all three were champions. They've all three held at least one belt.
Yeah,
it's absolutely right. And they've all faced one another one way. They've faced each other one way or another. Like if you look at Ethan Erwin and Bibbiani, they faced each other in teams and on the free-for-all last year. But William Bibbiani was the champion. John Rocha took the championship from him, and then Ethan Erwin took the championship from him, and then Dan Murrell took the championship from him in New York. That's who stands. That's who has the champion.
See, that's
championship right now.
It's great because all three of them have had the champion together around the same time, and then they're going after the guy who does currently have the championship.
Very interesting to watch today.
Yeah, and the three-way matchup, the triple threat, as you call it, is very exciting because it's a different type of strategy that's going to be involved. You better take a drink of water because you're going to be doing three intros here today, and it's going to get hot and heavy, competitive, maybe a little controversial. We have no idea what's in store. All we know is that there's going to be a lot of excitement.
Please don't say that. Okay, now we are going to go to the pre-interviews to hear from all three of
Calling an entrance right now is not something that Christian can currently do. I was watching some videos from the Star Wars Celebration. His voice is gone.
Into that #1 contenders match. That's right, it's going to be a three-way match.
You have to respect what's about to happen. Himself, former Movie Trivia Schmoedown champion, William the Beast Bibbiani ran through the free-for-all, former Movie Trivia Schmoedown champion, the outlaw John Rocha, Movie Trivia Schmoedown champion. There is nothing but respect for the other two men that will be at this table.
Well, I'm back at it again. The Outlaw is here. Another triple threat match against two of the Goliaths of the Schmoedown. So I don't know about those other guys, but my 2019 has been great. I am on a winning streak in singles. I've only had one really awesome loss against the Shire Wolves. Like, it came really, really close. And, you know, there was that free-for-all.
Yeah.
In which I think I kind of
feel like I
proved
helped him
that
there.
I have nothing left to prove anymore. On one side, William Bibbiani. On the other, Ethan Erwin. William, coming off of that free-for-all run, an incredible run, all the way to the end, couldn't get it done. Ethan Erwin wins that title, couldn't defend it.
It took Murrow.
I feel like he was channeling Booker T there a little bit. Just like remembering how Booker T talked in some of these intros.
Oh, I'm trying to remember the comedian's name. What's the comedian that, like, Rocha seemed to be very expressive with his hands, and he reminds me of that comedian. You know who I'm talking about? I think his name's Black.
Yeah, Lewis Black.
Lewis Black, yeah, who's like very like this.
Once, took that belt right off you. Ethan, I owe you for
See?
that loss. I got revenge in my eyes. I got a drive in my heart. I won the
He's not
championship.
being as expressive as
Not
Lewis
as
Black.
expressive, but I mean, he's definitely got.
We're gonna win the championship.
Yeah. And if we don't win the championship, I'm gonna tell you this one thing. Yeah, that's.
There's a thumbnail in there somewhere.
Contenders match at free-for-all 3. You know what? I can get right back into a contenders match tomorrow if I want. I'm feeling no pain. I got no problems whatsoever. I just want to take down Dan because you know what? Out of all those guys, I'm the only person who has never lost a championship match to Dan Murrell.
I held that belt for just a little over a month, and I tell you what, it was a great feeling, and to lose it sucked. And so I am coming back for that belt today. And let me tell you something. I have had some great opponents, but I have never in my life had a three-way like this. And I am a movie producer. I've been around the world. I've seen the London Bridge. I have seen the Eiffel Tower. I have seen the Golden Gate. I've been to a Hawaiian
Jay's trying to
Spit
figure
Roast,
this out.
but I have never been sandwiched like this, and I am stoked.
This is a different three-way you're talking about than those three ways. This is something completely.
You know, everyone's been asking me if this is the
Well, I
last
knew there was
one.
going to be another joke. I just didn't know it was going to be Erwin to do it.
There you go.
The truth is, I don't know. I just focus on the belt. But I can feel that sunset calling me. I can feel that my time might be up in the Schmoedown. But you never know with the Outlaw. You never know. Let's just have a really good match out there.
That's not
Let's
possible.
kick each other's butts all the way across the stage, and then let me fight Dan, because I think everyone wants to see that for realsies this time, don't you?
For real,
So John Rocha, William Bibbiani, you guys are great competitors, but you're about to be two great losers at the end of the day. And there's only two. You know what? You did this better last time. You do.
Nothing, and deal with it, damn it!
How fun.
It's heated. They're ready. There's a lot of respect between the three of them. We know that John really wants to take this from Ethan because it still sticks. It really sticks to the fact that he lost to Ethan. He didn't like his performance in that one. I spoke to him after the spectacular. He's bested Bibbiani, so I know Bibbiani wants to take out Rocha. There's so much here, and because Ethan is the favorite going into this thing. He just last year winds up going 7-1 last year. Takes the championship, Rookie of the Year, Player of the Year, Singles Player of the Year. There's just so many accomplishments already in his young career.
Yeah, the X factor here could be Jay Washington as his manager,
right,
because he's got somebody in his corner to keep him calm, as if Ethan needed somebody to keep him more calm. Ethan's pulse, I guarantee you, he's like Van Damme in Time Cop, when you'd have to wake him up to make sure that he's ready for the mission. Whereas Bibbiani and Rocha, like Time Cop, if they fart, they're going to get ahead of the pod.
Well, we're going to find out. There's so much going on. I mean, look, we're in May here, and John Rocha is going to Houston to play with Dan Murrell against Double Toasted in Houston at the Booker T Arena. The ticket's still up. Also, think about that. If John Rocha, it's got to be in his mind. If he pulls it off today, he's got to go up against his teammate. If William Bibbiani plays, he gets against Murrell. He gets to go up against the guy that took him out at the free-for-all, to being #1 all the way to the end. If Ethan plays against Murrell, we get that rubber match. So there's so much on the table right now. I'm pumped. I'm ready to go.
I am ready to go, Christian. Why don't you do the thing?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie trivia Schmoedown.
Good crowd here today. Throaty.
Yeah. Introducing
No.
first.
Nope.
Representing critically acclaimed with a record of 6 wins,
Hello, Zep.
5 defeats, and 3 knockouts. He is the #3 ranked contender and the free-for-all MVP, William the Beast
That's what he had with the Price is Right name tag. It looked like a price tag.
Look at how happy he is.
Simple but fantastic.
Maybe a cruise to France.
Thank you, Roddy.
A legend in his own time.
Oh my gosh.
And his opponent.
That was awesome.
It was simple but brilliant.
Yeah.
5 horsemen. With a record of 12 wins.
Look, everyone else had the Price is Right name tag on too.
Yeah.
He is the former movie trivia Schmoedown team champion.
It's funny, in both games there's still a wheel spinning.
2-time movie trivia
Yeah.
Schmoedown champion of the world. The #2 contender.
The other one you could spin from the peg.
The outlaw.
Well, one has handles.
Oh yeah. Because it's a big wheel.
Hey.
Yes, there's some heels in the crowd. There's some heels in the crowd.
Lady Outlaw.
But you know, Outlaw Nation is at full mast here for this match today.
Yeah, you're not gonna
Oh, John's standing too. John,
Let's dance, people. Let's dance.
Oh, John did this against Bibbiani when he won the title, so now he's standing.
Next up, he's going to blindfold Ethan. Hello, William.
And their opponent,
I don't know what you're into, William, but it's a 3-way, John.
representing the Time Machine. With a record
Time Machine?
of 7
Him and
wins,
Janine.
2 defeats,
Oh, is that their name now?
3 knockouts.
I don't remember hearing that.
By his manager, the Erwin
They've not done a formal announcement. They just have mentioned it in like these entrances type of situation.
Ethan
That actually makes sense. Time machine.
Big time and the machine.
Yeah. I like it.
Is he gonna stand too?
Such a friendly match.
They love him here, and Jay Washington.
Nah, he's
He's like, no, I'm gonna sit.
Ethan will be sitting.
Ethan wants to sit.
No, he's a rebel. This is no.
Ethan wants to sit.
He's the producer. He's not moving.
All right. Our competitors have taken the table, and Mark, it is time to read the rules. Here we go.
In round number 1, whether a competitor is sitting or standing, it works the same way. You are going to...
With that, I will start with Ethan Erwin. Are you ready?
Always be closing.
Bibbiani.
Team coffee table.
And John Rocha.
Always ready. Let's do this.
Then let's get ready to...
Team coffee table.
Here we go.
I don't expect to answer too many questions correctly in this game.
I expect to get them all right.
William and not the Beast in this match. Thank you. Here we go. First question in the realm of action adventure. John Travolta and Jonathan Rhys-Meyers played mismatched spies in which 2010 action thriller?
I can picture the movie, I just can't picture the title.
Yeah.
It.
We get to...
5, 4,
We get to have a fond reminiscence.
3,
after
I don't
the answer
think
to
2,
so.
1.
I don't remember
Down.
this.
Ethan.
From Paris with Love.
Correct.
That's right.
Bibbiani.
Yep.
From Paris with Love.
Yes, and Rocha.
To Paris with Love.
Can't give it to you. Can't give it to you.
It's the reply.
It's the reply.
That would be an awesome name if that movie had been successful. Yeah.
One of the all-time dumb fun movies to watch from
right,
Paris
next
with Love.
Nope.
Next question comes from the world of directors. Keep in mind, I know where the next question. You don't have to say it.
Sure. Well,
Yeah.
you knew this.
Next question. Next question. Next question in the world of directors. Who directed the film The Grand Budapest Hotel? Nicest hotel you've ever stayed at.
You know, there was one in 5.
I know you know it.
4, 3.
Yeah, but I can't get either his name or PT.
Yeah.
Wes Anderson.
Yes, Rocha.
Wes Anderson.
Ethan.
Wes Anderson.
There you go. So
Wes
2.
Anderson.
Wes Anderson.
Broken down by 1. Question 3. Dramas. Dramas. Which Tom Cruise movie depicts a young Irish couple struggling to become landowners after immigrating to the U.S.?
Stayed at a Four Seasons one time in Boston. Holy, they have a Steinway and Sons piano in the lobby that you can play.
3. That
You
sounds
can
nice.
play.
2, 1. Rocha.
Far and Away.
Yes. Ethan.
Far and Away.
And Bibbiani.
It concludes with a great homage to Cimarron. Far and Away.
Yes.
Far and away.
Okay. Next question.
You dropped a fact on the floor there, William.
I'm a film critic.
One of the 3 Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman team ups too.
Comes the next category, and the question is, which 2002 romantic comedy stars Jennifer Lopez and Ralph Fiennes?
Ray Fiennes.
Okay.
Why do we all know this?
What was that called?
That's it, Ralph. I've been
5,
corrected.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And Ethan.
Made in Manhattan.
Yes. Bibbiani.
Made in Manhattan.
And Rocha.
That great Latino classic, Made in Manhattan.
Made in Manhattan.
Chicken scratch, but it's
Next
made in Manhattan.
question. Here we go. Fantasy/sci-fi.
Just trying to write it quickly.
Which Oscar-winning actress plays the character Mrs. Coulter in The Golden Compass?
I have a theory.
What's that?
So, like, she's a maid that works in Manhattan,
Right.
but I have a feeling she's also going to get made in Manhattan. You get it?
Yeah, it's
Like
good to be a producer. 5.
Yeah.
Ethan, hire this guy. 4, 3,
Never.
2.
I can only remember one actress in
Pens
that
down.
movie.
Yeah.
Bibbiani.
Nicole Kidman?
Yes. John Rocha.
Nicole Kidman.
And Ethan.
Nicole Kidman.
There we go.
Speaking of Nicole Kidman,
And that's why you go with that one you remember.
yeah,
Nicole Kidman.
Triple threat that we expected,
It is.
given
So far.
the talent.
Not a movie that
on the
also had
table.
Tom
Your
Cruise
next
in it.
category
No, Daniel
is
Craig.
in the world of comedies. The question is, which film based on a Saturday Night Live character stars Tim Meadows, Billy D. Williams, and John Witherspoon? Speaking of, Rocha gets down there. Houston. I think it was
5.
Tim Meadows.
Left
it was
down,
Tim
right
Meadows. It was a Tim Meadows character.
3, 2.
I don't remember.
Yes,
Pens down.
he was like a talk show
please.
host.
And Rocha.
The Ladies' Man.
Yes,
Yes.
it is. Ethan.
The Ladies' Man.
And Bibbiani.
Ladies' Man.
Ah.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Do you challenge them? Or no?
No.
Okay.
If anybody has a question, the ruling
If I
of...
put Paris with Love, would that have counted over to and from?
No, because that's not an article.
Oh, who's asking you?
Okay.
Yeah. The ruling with articles the A
Okay.
at the beginning of a movie is if it is a 2-word film, like The Thing,
Okay.
you need to have the and thing. But if it's any longer than that, then
Yeah.
you can simply have Ladies Man or The Ladies Man. It is Fielder's Choice.
Understood.
Okay. All right. So here we go. Next question.
Just save time on writing.
Horror / thriller.
Name the movie Christian Harloff hasn't seen.
Which classic silent film involves a vampire named Count Orlok?
All right, trivia question for you. What was the silent film that won the Oscar in like 2010?
I'm getting nightmares when you bring up silent film. I don't want to hear about it. 5, 4.
I thought you liked it.
3.
Actually, I don't know if this is the name of it.
Joke?
Yes. Pens down.
And I just
please.
remembered.
And Ethan.
Nosferatu.
Yes.
Okay.
That makes me so mad
Rocha.
because
Nosferatu.
Yes.
I was-
Yeah, Nosferatu.
I'm so mad because I had that. I was blanking on it until right at the last second. Not enough time to write it. I had that.
Okay.
We are looking at the possibility, Christian, of 2 perfect round 1s. Rocha just a point away from it, but Erwin and Bibbiani still in the mix. If they get this
Silly
next question right, they will
Nosferatu.
be asked a bonus question that them and them
Blood
alone
is
will
for
be writing down
vampires.
the potential answer to.
That's
But
not what I was
only
quoting.
If they get this next question right, it is a Patreon question, and the following question comes courtesy of Michael Campbell. Give him a big round of applause.
Thank you, Mr. Campbell.
Mike Campbell, currently on tour with Fleetwood
Let's not
Mac,
say
I
it.
believe, replacing Lindsey Buckingham. Thank you, Michael, for supporting the show. This is in the category of animation. Movies drawn by hand or on a computer. And your question is, a young boy and his sister struggle to survive in war-torn Japan in this acclaimed Studio Ghibli film. Ghibli? Ghibli? Ghibli.
Bibbiani knows it. 5,
Not correct,
4,
but
3,
write down the title first.
1.
Studio Ghibli film.
Pens
Yep,
down, and
that's what I'm
Bibbiani.
doing.
Be the heartbreaking grave of the fireflies.
That is correct.
Oh.
For Bibbs.
That's a
Rocha.
one-pointer?
Rocha.
Princess Mononoke.
No, and Ethan.
Nope.
Didn't have it.
My Neighbor Totoro.
Spirited Away.
Well, we've named every single one of them.
Doing what he
not
did
true.
in the free-for-all. And here we go.
I've never
This
heard
is
that-
Just for you. You do not
of that
have to
title
write
though,
it down.
so-
Here's your bonus question.
Wouldn't have gotten it.
In the film Tootsie, who plays the role of George Fields, who is Michael's agent?
Sidney Pollack.
1 more point.
That's
for Bibbs. Bibbs goes up now.
Man, there we go. There's Bibbiani on his
Round for Bibbiani.
free-for-all
Doing
momentum
what
there.
He does
Yeah.
well in that first round.
Good job, bud.
He's
Got it.
just
Yeah.
continuing his momentum from previous matches. Christian, I would love to see Frankie Stats look this up. Frankie Numbers, Frank Janish from the Schmoedown Rundown. I want to know what Bibbiani's per round average is when he's sitting versus when he's standing.
pretty
Because this
crazy.
guy shifts into another gear when he's standing up and not encumbered by some sort of chair.
No, it's pretty gnarly. All right, so now we get to round
Gnarly.
number 2. Mark, the rules are pretty much the same for the triple threat, but please explain.
It's the same. For the most part, it is still known as the
The
wheel.
wheel for today's match is sponsored by our Schmoedown patron, Jake Burnham.
Yeah,
on
Jake.
patreon.com/Schmoedown.
Thank you, Mr. Burnham.
The sponsors
We love your,
for today's match are Mixed Bag
whatever
and
Burnham could-
90
Your brother,
cents
Bo?
Jake. All right,
the
so
whole wheel.
here's how this works.
There you go.
Bibbiani, you have 9
don't
points
think it's
here.
spelled the
Now,
same.
You
No relation.
can defer
Yeah, probably
to
not.
Ethan if
Burnham.
you like, who then, if he wants to, can defer to John. What would you like to do?
I would like to defer to Ethan.
All right, Ethan.
What's he going to do, Christian?
go.
You're going to go.
Always going.
All right,
Neat.
Ethan's going to go. All right.
It's not.
Rocha started moving like, well, he's just going to give it to
Sometimes you
me.
want to get your segment
wanna
out
get
of
it
the
over
way,
with. Yeah, you
and
wanna
then
get
you
it
can
over
just sit back and cherry pick some steel. That is a very strong spin by Ethan.
Now, you know that Rocha
Killing a
and
lot of
Bibbiani, for the first time in a long time, might want to team up here if it hits opponent's choice.
That's the thing, is that competitors become allies, if only for a
for a
moment.
second. They haven't seen these two team up in a long time.
Is it going to
Oh,
be
look
Jodie
at this. It could
Foster
be
making her
90s.
debut? No.
90s?
films.
Does Ethan ever spin again?
90s. You're going to do it. All right, Ethan, who's been the king of the second round.
alive then.
All right, here you go. Ethan. 90s movies. You get 4 questions in 90s. Bibbiani and Rocha, please be prepared with your boards, guys. Be prepared with your boards. Here comes the first question. 4 questions. Ethan, who played the character of Bob Cratchit in The Muppet Christmas
Michael
Carol?
Caine.
No,
No,
that's
that was Scrooge.
Correct. Gentlemen, for the steal.
For the steal, please write down your
Oh,
best
Cratchit.
attempt at an answer.
15 seconds.
15 seconds.
Oh,
5,
Kermit.
4, 3,
Yeah.
2. 1 pence down. Rocha for the steal.
I don't know. Steve Martin.
And Bibbiani.
Kermit the
That's
Frog.
correct. Bibbiani.
We're trying to think of like all the human actors. It was Kermit.
Kermit is not a who, he's an it, but it's okay.
Hey, that's a fair challenge.
So do you want to challenge it?
No.
Yeah, challenge. Why not?
So you're challenging that he's
What?
not a who, he's an it.
Yes, he's not a person. A who is a person.
Yep.
All right.
All right,
then
then
we'll
we'll challenge on the
That might be why we immediately started thinking of.
Challenge on the
Play the
board.
game.
Challenge
The
on
way
the
it's
board.
worded makes you think it's who played Bob Cratchit, not what character was Bob Cratchit.
Yeah,
That's how I would challenge
After
it.
consulting with the judges, it has been determined that Kermit the Frog, the beloved character from pop culture, is in fact a who, and the question will stand as ruled. Ethan's challenge has been overruled.
Wait, does that mean you're also a person?
He was credited
You're
in the
also
he was credited in the movie Kermit the
All right.
Frog as
All right.
Bob Cratchit.
In the same way that Chewbacca, you feel like maybe isn't it, but it's also a person. You could say who for a number of different characters
Yeah.
throughout movie
Yeah,
history,
but I would
although
present
they
it
are not
as-
actual human
I'd
beings.
present
Kermit
it as
the
a
Frog
character.
still counts.
Kermit is also
Just
a
for fun,
character.
We also would have accepted the name of the voice actor who accepted the role of
See,
Kermit
that-
the Frog, who played, of course, Bob Cratchit.
All right, here.
Damn Muppet.
All right, Ethan. Question number 2. Question number 2.
I don't know about that one.
In what movie does Christian Slater play a teenage pirate radio DJ?
Pump up the volume.
Correct for 2 points.
All-time great
So
hair,
like
Christian
Steve
Slater.
Whitmire at
Question
that point
number
played
3.
Bob
Question
Cratchit.
number 3. In Hot Shots Part 2, who plays
Oh.
President Thomas Tommy Benson?
Benson.
Lloyd Bridges.
Yes.
Nice.
One of the all-time great comedy performances in those 2 movies.
All right, here we go. Last question here. In the 1992 Steve Martin comedy Leap of Faith, who plays Will Braverman, a sheriff who tries to prevent the townspeople from being conned?
Nope.
Liam Neeson.
Correct.
Damn.
Well, he rebounded nicely from that.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Okay, so now, Bibbs, it goes back to you unless you want to defer to Rocha.
I will defer to Rocha.
Okay, so now Rocha will spin.
Here comes the Outlaw, trailing
Big spin.
by 7.
He needs something big. He needs something big. He can't fall behind. He's got to have a nice round.
Westerns on the
Erwin,
board.
Christian, when you're talking about competitors of this caliber, Erwin did
I
give
can't
him
see
an
that-
opening,
that
missing
fast.
that Bob
It's
Cratchit.
either
He
Westerns
did,
or
for
biopics.
sure. But Bibbs, unfortunately for Rocha, stole that. But
Nope, neither
Gotta
one
stop
actually.
here.
Looming near
Might be
my
good.
story.
Sports.
Could be good.
He likes sports movies.
Now this was what he did against Ethan. He had sports. It didn't work out his way.
Will he remember?
The
All right,
Titans.
John Rocha,
Oh, is that what their
you
name is?
have spun
There you
the
go.
category of sports, and the host of Sports Talk will hear 4 questions. And your first question is, what is? Please stay near the microphone, sir. What is Ivan Drago's son's name in Creed 2?
Victor.
Victor Drago.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Anatoly, B, Vladimir, C, Victor, or D, Boris?
Victor?
Give him a point. Give him a point. All right, Rocha, your next question of the slate of 4. In the 2005 version of The Longest Yard, who plays Adam
Chris
Sandler's
Rock.
newfound friend, Caretaker?
Will you teach me to football? I'll teach you anything, just don't eat me.
Burt Reynolds.
That is incorrect for a 2-point steal. We need both competitors to write down your best attempt at an answer. You have 15 seconds. Well, you have 15. Probably got about 8 now.
It might be a hot take, but I actually kind of like that version of The Longest
Great.
Yard. I thought it was
No,
pretty
2.
entertaining.
I did
1
too.
pence down. And Ethan?
I didn't have it. That's a Damon Wayans.
Bibbiani?
I don't have it either. It's a Billy Connolly.
For Chris Rock.
Christopher Rock.
Chris Rock
Didn't see it.
is the answer. All right, your next question, Rocha. What actor portrayed Ricky Bobby's father in 2006's Talladega
yeah.
Nights, The Ballad of
I'm gonna
Ricky
need
Bobby?
you to come in
Gary
this
Cole.
weekend.
2 points.
All right, Rocha. Back on the answering train. He can
Gary
pull
Cole.
within even of Bibbs and within 2 points of Ethan if he gets his last question, the World of Sports, correct. That query is, what sports film stars Omar Epps, Sanaa Lathan, Dennis Haysbert, and Alfred Woodard?
Is that Love and Basketball?
I can't remember.
5,
Might be.
4.
Multiple choice. Damn it.
Multiple choice options are, is it A, Coach Carter,
No.
Could be.
Street Ballers, C, Love and
Yeah,
Basketball,
it's Love and
D,
Basketball.
Friday Night Lights. He's on his knees.
It's not Coach Carter.
Love and basketball?
Give him a point.
All right, so now...
Way tougher than I thought.
Navigating his way around that category, Christian, but it's not the result he quite wanted from something that he feels pretty strongly
Yeah, he
about.
still finds himself down both. He's down 1, but Bibbs, who has not spun yet, and down by 3, Erwin, who has completed his
See, I
round.
can see
Now
that was
Bibbiani is
why
up.
that was rough for him,
Bibbiani
because they
could
asked
do
some
something
questions
really
that,
big
like,
here
we know.
should he hit something that is his strength, but
Not questions that we don't know, in which he would know.
Here's
Here
the
he
spin.
comes, Bibbiani.
Good spin by the piece.
Good, that was good form.
I like that.
He held the follow-through.
His attitude by Bibbiani seems to really be helping him out, though, too. It just seems a lot more relaxed these days.
Well, it's the stand. It's like at the office now. You have all these people with the standing desks,
Oh, it's going faster.
and this could be disaster movie.
Disaster film.
Roland Emmerich.
Disaster films.
Yeah.
Is Bibbiani.
Gonna
He's
try
gonna go spin
again.
it again.
I wanna make
Look
that
at
joke every time.
form.
Disaster.
That is what you want to copy. That form in Fred McGriff's baseball DVD. I like the relaxed nature of William Bibbiani. I think that he's taken a lot of momentum from his performance at the free-for-all.
He absolutely is. There's no doubt about that.
The MVP of
Meryl
spinning
Streep.
form as well.
Meryl Streep.
But Christian, this is coming back. This could be a fun story.
Ooh. Ooh.
Now Ethan and Rocha are going to team up, and unlikely an unlikely team up here
Spun
between.
away
Right.
from disaster.
Oh, this is not going to be good.
What are they going to do here? What can they give him?
Is there anything on there that he wouldn't be good at, though? Sports
movie
movies is already off the page.
Yeah.
That's off the table.
And
why I
that
had
was
them
a
spin first.
strength of Rocha.
Smart.
And now Ethan maybe talk with Rocha about what he thinks his strength is, because again, there could be some jocularity going on between the competitors as what they think
right.
they could steal the best.
All right, we got to get an
Are
answer
they gonna
for you
give him
guys
disaster
here. We're gonna
movies?
Give you a 5 count. You
Might.
gotta choose it, or we're gonna choose for you. Ready? All right, here we go. And they're going to
Yep.
they're going to go to disaster.
The category
movies.
that William Bibbiani spun away from. That's a great
Interesting.
call.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Okay. Well,
It's tough. Bibbs knows so much. It's tough to pick
disaster
one.
films.
Very kind of you, John.
Disaster films. All right, here we go, guys.
Roland Emmerich.
William, you're going to get 4 questions here in the realm of disaster films. Here's your first one.
Did say every
In the
time.
film 2012, who played geologist Adrian Helmsley, chief science advisor to the president?
Who wants a coffee? From Ellen.
Dennis Quaid.
Chiwetel
Yes.
Ejiofor.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Oh, nope. Okay.
Somebody has to
No,
that.
yeah, let's say it wasn't.
Good job, Bibbs.
All right, here you go. Next
Dennis Quaid wants a coffee.
Dennis
In
Quaid
the
is here.
90s disaster film Volcano, which MCU star plays Tommy Lee Jones' associate Emmett Reese?
Don Cheadle.
2 more points.
Disaster seems to be backfiring for Rocha and Erwin so far. William Bibbiani in sole possession of first place.
And Naomi Watts and Ewan McGregor star together
Oh,
in which disaster film?
It's that tsunami.
Oh.
Oh, what was it called?
Multiple choice.
It's also had Tom Holland in it.
Impossible.
Yes.
Okay, that's correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nope. Your question, Raider.
Hey, they
And
both-
more
yes.
options out.
This is your last one here, William. Which
Tom Holland, he
1950s
was a kid.
disaster film stars John Wayne as a pilot on a dying plane?
Ooh. Multiple choice.
Is it A, When Worlds Collide, B,
A Night to
Zero
Rem-
Hour,
no, Night to
C,
Remember's
A Night
Titanic.
to Remember, D, The High and the Mighty?
The High and the Mighty.
For 1 point. William Bibbiani.
Rocha was already writing down the answer.
Fate seems to be on his side right now, Mark.
Jeez.
We went to multiple choice there twice, which helped them a little bit. But Rocha finds himself down 7 points to Bibbiani, 3 down to Erwin as we get into the third round. But man, he is down 7 points to Bibbs. This is a big thing. Bibbiani could finally have his revenge. And Rocha
Yeah, and
goes to play.
Bibbiani's starting to get like that NBA jam. He's feeling it from downtown because he just doesn't seem
He's
like
on
you can throw a
fire!
short category by William Bibbiani with him getting a lot of points out of it as we
Sports
move
games.
into
Boom
round
shakalaka.
number 3. In our triple threat match, it works very similar to a normal 2-person operation where we are William Bibbiani. You took a lemon and you made it into some delicious lemonade in the form of disaster movies. 17 points is your current total. You lead by 4 of Ethan and you lead 7 over Rocha. What 3 numbers would you like to have in round number 3?
I will take 17, 13, and 10.
Nice.
Wow.
10 for Bibbiani. We are now going to go to Ethan.
That's well
I'll
played.
take 1, 9, and 7.
1, 9, and 7 for big time. And the outlaw.
8,
8,
2,
2.
and 9.
Can't have 9. 9. Ethan's have 9.
12.
12 is available. Okay. So we will start with
17,
Rocha, who needs
13,
to
and
get
10.
his
That's awesome.
2.
I need to get them all. Let's be real.
Well, no, you just got to beat. You just got to tie. You just got to tie. You just got to tie Erwin. All right, let's start here with John Rocha,
I'm trying to stay alive.
who has number 8. Number 8 for John Rocha.
Yeah, you might want to get them all right, though.
It would help.
Got it?
Yeah. All right, John, you selected number 8 for your 2-point question, and that corresponds up here. It's not sports movies, it's actually directors.
Oh.
Directors. Robert Butler III's. And your question
RB3.
your question, John, for 2 points. Who directed the 2011 sci-fi thriller Source Code?
Denis? No.
I don't think so.
Duncan Jones.
2
Yes.
points.
That makes sense. That makes much more sense than Denis Villeneuve.
We stay with John, and he now has category number 2. He's got category number 2.
His 3-point. That was maybe the longest breath he's ever uttered into a microphone, which is a record around the world.
All the
You
records.
selected Cameron Diaz for your 3-point category.
That nice lady. Okay.
That nice
Very nice
lady.
lady indeed. She's probably watching. Hi, Miss Diaz. Your question is,
Where's Manson
in
when
the
you need
film
him?
Being John Malkovich, who plays Maxine Lund,
Oh,
Schwartz's co-worker,
Catherine Keener.
who Cameron
Yes.
Diaz's Lottie eventually falls in love with?
Catherine Keener.
3 points
Correct.
for the
Look at that.
outlaw.
Nice grab.
Now we go to
Good job,
Ethan.
Rocha.
He needs to hit his 2
a good pull right there.
or his 3, but he... All right, here we go. So next, Ethan chose number 1. Ethan chose number 1. All right, Ethan, your first question, your 2-pointer. Musicals. All right, here we
in
go.
The Greatest Showman.
In Mamma Mia, here we go.
God, no.
Pick a better movie.
What
Cher.
famous recording artist
Yes.
plays Sophie's
Cher.
grandmother, Ruby?
Share.
2 points. All right. And
That's a
now,
2-pointer.
Luckily, I saw the
in order to
trailer.
force Rocha to
Yep.
answer
That's
his
all
5,
I've seen.
Ethan needs
That's
to
all I
get
need to
this one
see.
here.
I mean,
Okay.
Shouldn't even need to see
All
that.
right.
Dude.
Ethan, you chose category number 9. Category number 9. Famous actors and actresses.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go.
Meryl Streep.
Ethan, name the film that co-starred Robin Williams and Robert De Niro,
Oh.
which saw De Niro as a man unable to speak, who began speaking after he was given a special new drug.
Awakenings.
For 3 points.
oh,
Yes.
that's right.
So now we get to Rocha here.
That's right. John Rocha now has to answer his 5-point question to stay in the match. And if he gets this right, Christian, it would give him a 2-point advantage over Ethan currently and a 3-point advantage over Bibbs, who has yet to be asked a question. Number 12 comes from the world of Christian Harloff's selfie partner, Julia Roberts.
Oh, no. Well, it's been great playing you, gentlemen. I'm not a Julie Roberts fan, so this is not going to go
And
well.
your question from the wild, wonderful world
Hey, what
of
movie was
Miss
she a pretty
Roberts.
woman?
Yeah.
For 5 points, stay
Every
in the
movie
match
she's in.
And on the stage with the
Good answer.
cohorts in Steel Magnolias. What disorder does Julia Roberts' Shelby suffer from?
Does she have like memory loss or something? Like short-term memory loss?
Amnesia?
A form of amnesia?
5.
Something like that, I believe.
Can't remember.
4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question, please.
I can do that. In Steel Magnolias, what disorder does Julia Roberts' Shelby suffer from?
John, there's 2 of those left.
I have never seen so many positions of competitors
That's the
on
standing.
the stage.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat, please.
Second one.
In Steel Magnolias, what disorder does Julia Roberts' Shelby suffer from?
Disorder's not a disease.
5,
Emptying the chamber.
4, 3, 2.
I really don't know. Leukemia?
And with that, John Rocha has been eliminated.
Diabetes.
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 John Rocha.
Wilford Brimley.
testing supplies.
Wilford Brimley and his diabetes testing supplies.
It's funny 'cause he did a Price is Right entrance.
Yeah,
and that's usually where that commercial airs.
3 of his questions left here. He's in a good position here.
Also, make sure you sign up for a Colonial Pin.
Bibbiani for his 2-pointer to bounce to the first one is 5.
Call Liberty.
And that
Not a
would be in
sponsor.
the category 17. Category
We're not old
17,
enough for that yet.
Nope.
That would be in the category of Pixar films.
Wait a minute. Isn't that going to help?
No.
Nope.
You have 17.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're down 1 point.
My
It's
apologies.
okay. Pixar movies.
Okay.
Pixar movies. All right, here we go.
Like I'm telling him this.
Sorry. Bibbiani?
Yeah.
Pixar. What storybook character has the affection of Woody in Toy Story?
Bo Peep.
Bo Peep.
That's correct.
Bo Peep. Yes.
All right, so now Ethan Erwin has to
My mind
hit his
wasn't reading the
5.
question correctly.
If he hits it, then Bibbs will
Otherwise, I
have
would've,
2 more questions. However,
Bo Peep.
if he
Been
misses
quicker.
it,
And then
Bibbiani
peeped out a little
will
more?
challenge
Stop.
Dan Murrell for the championship. All right, so Ethan Erwin, his category was number 7, Mark. Number 7.
He is Ethan doing Ethan things, and an Ethan thing to do here would be getting a 5-point answer in the form of a question about comedy. These are comedies. I do not do the hop up for round 3 because it's way too serious.
Great, now you made us do it.
All right, Ethan, your question for 5 points to stay in the match and to get a 4-point advantage over William Bibbiani. In the movie Monty Python and the Holy Grail, what
The
instrument
holy hand
was
grenade
used
of
to
Antioch.
destroy the killer
The number you
rabbit
shall count
of
to is 3.
Caerbannog?
The holy hand grenade.
Yes,
Yes, it is.
indeed,
All right.
it is.
Ethan does it, so Ethan's tapped
Did not have
out
to say
right
holy
now.
hand grenade
So
of
now
Antioch?
forcing Bibbiani.
You don't have to count to
Forcing
4.
Bibbiani here. Bibbiani.
It's too far.
You didn't have to, but yeah, okay, fine.
And you don't count to 2 unless it is on the way to 3.
Yeah.
Bibbs can,
Paraphrasing
Bibbs
a
can
bit.
burn
A little
question
bit.
here if he wants to. He doesn't have to hit his 3.
Bibbs
I might
can
as well hit
kick
it.
back and
Yeah.
relax in this
But he got
question,
a
but he
chance to-
doesn't have a chair.
No, but he also has a chance to break the singles record should he hit both of these here. So let's
Okay.
let's
All right.
go Bibbiani number
Count, though, it's a 3-rounder.
number 13. Number 13. Number 13. Here we go. All right. Bibbs, movie quotes. Movie quotes. Here is the question. In which classic film will you hear the quote, "Listen to them, children of the night, what music they make"?
Oh,
That's a Phantom.
Yes.
yes.
Okay. So we are down
I
to
think something else.
the
The
final
English
question.
version of-
How we like
It
well,
is the 5-pointer.
Of
It
Nosferatu.
is the 5-pointer. If Bibbiani hits it, he faces Dan Murrell for the championship. However, if he misses, Erwin Murrell 3 will happen. Here we go.
He looks ecstatic.
All right.
Ethan doing Ethan things.
Excuse me. In the realm of Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Name 2 of the 3 actors who portray the classic 3
Malkovich.
Musketeers characters in 1998's The Man in the Iron Mask.
Jeremy Irons and Gerard Depardieu.
Yep, that's the other 2. Well done, Bibbiani. Updated score.
There we go. 27.
Nice.
The other musketeer in that, but William Bibbiani seems like he knows everything about that.
New
movie.
singles high score record.
Movies, Christian, I mean, you talk about the all-time points record, 27 points.
Yep.
Ethan putting up a Rocha putting up a good fight, but no match today for William Bibbiani on a all-time legendary roll.
He's playing on the run we thought he would when he entered the league in 2016. This is the Bibbiani, the comfortable Bibbiani. This is the Bibbiani that everyone said, oh, this guy's going to be tough to beat. Well, you look at that performance, you look at the free-for-all.
There's that momentum
this
right
guy's
there.
tough to beat.
That's right, and when you watch the beginning of this match, he was just a fan plucked from obscurity who happened to show up to the right Price is Right taping, and now all of a sudden, he's going to be going up against Dan Murrell for the championship. Now, as far as Murrell going up against Bibbiani, what is Murrell's mindset when he's probably watching this matchup?
Well, I'll tell you.
Holy crap,
he
holy crap,
sat
holy
next
crap,
to
holy crap.
Bibbiani for 15 rounds in the free-for-all, and they went head-to-head for a lot of it, and Bibbiani bested Murrell for quite a few of them, right? So this is also going to be maybe a little bit of revenge here, too, because
Murrell ended up winning.
Well, yeah, that's absolutely part of it now because Rocha, his fallen horseman, now is not in this thing anymore, and now he can maybe avenge Rocha if he has to. But also remember the magic card here is that Bibbiani has a #1 contender in his pocket for anything. So he's just won this. He doesn't need it for this, right? So will he use it for teams? We don't know. The other thing is Murrell also has a championship match. So it is going to be a lot of drama. And the match happens in just a few weeks. Just a few weeks between these two. We're going to see Bibbiani and Murrell. They're going to clash. And they've been talking about this match for a long time. And we finally get it.
It's going to be pretty exciting. And right now, we're going to have a post-game interview with every competitor, the winner, and your 2 fallen competitors. Right now, with the one, the only, Miss Jen Sturgeon.
Thanks, guys. I'm back with Ethan, Big Time Erwin, and his manager, Jay Washington. A very svelte-looking Jay Washington, by the way, sir.
Good. Thank you. I'm working my ass off of this. I appreciate it. These are size 40s. Haven't worn a size 40 in God knows how long, so I'm proud of that. The size is slimming too.
38, here we come.
38.
I tried on the 38 and it fit perfectly. Look at God. Look at God.
Oh,
Yeah.
love it. Oh, I mean, Ethan, I know you really wanted redemption out there today.
I did. And look, in a way, I feel like I got it simply because I took him right down to the end of the final question. And yeah, look, and it all came down to that opponent's choice spin. Had we not gotten that, had we given him something else, it made sense at the time. Something he'd spun away from, obviously a perceived weakness on his part. Clearly not the case, but it's good to learn for the next time. But either way, it was a great time. Really enjoyed it. Really, I love playing against both.
Congratulations, you played yourselves.
Yeah, absolutely. And let's be real. Your focus now, I guess, is going to be shifting to the
No
time
DJ
machine,
Khaled.
right?
Absolutely. I mean,
Quotes.
there's no way for Ethan to hold his head down. Played a great game. Like he said, down to the wire. Janine just came off an amazing victory over
How about
Stacey.
another one?
So why not focus both of these great
No.
competitors
Another
into
one.
the way
No.
of the team
Another
times?
one.
No.
I understand there's a lot of other teams in the way. I get it. And no disrespect to who's the boss and founding fathers and who else is there that counts. But those are the only ones. So no respect to those two. But when we're coming for the Shire Wolves, that's the goal. That's the focus. And if we got to run through those two, we'll just run through them.
Yeah, Ethan, how are you feeling about playing with Janine?
Really great. I think Janine is incredible. I've been excited for a while since
I think
Christian
they're going to be a good
said that we were
matchup,
pairing up.
actually.
She's super smart. She knows her stuff, and I feel like we complement each other incredibly well.
That's why.
Whew. Well, Jay, I mean, I'm sure you've got everything figured out on your end, so...
Everything isn't completely figured out. The figuring out part comes to how to beat everybody to get to the Shire Wolves. That's where the figuring out comes. That's where the planning comes. That's where the figuring out which match do they need to be in. Because Emma said they have a match. They have a match. She's never said who their opponents are. So it's
You're still waiting on that.
We're still waiting on that. So we need that to happen, and we'll figure out where we go from next.
Anyone you're looking at in particular?
Let's just start easy and just whoop on some people. Let's do Inky and the Brain real quick, knock them out the way.
Dang.
Maybe Corruption. Maybe,
Yeah. Corruption.
maybe Mike and Chance, since Chance wants to still wear that dusty leather jacket. Stacy's been beat. Corruption can be beat. They're not perfect. They're no time machine. So maybe
What about Stacy, maybe, and her new opponent?
Stacy's been beat, and Stacy's new opponent. Look, it hurts me to say this. We don't even know her opponent, but if she, her teammate. I mean, excuse me. But if she plays with a new teammate the way she played against Janine, that is no worry at all.
Whew. Never a loss for words with you, sir.
Not at all.
Well, Rocha, you win some, you lose some.
Yeah, it's the game.
That was tough to watch.
Oh, well, listen, I earned my shot at those guys.
I like the red light at the bottom of his hat. That's just kind of cool looking.
Beat a murderer's row last year to win that belt. Couldn't get it done against Dan in the live event, but he brought his game today, and Bibbs has been on a run. This is his year. Last year was my year. I won the belt. This feels like it's Bibbs' year to at least challenge for the belt. Not giving him the victory over my horseman mate, Dan Murrow, but he played a hell of a game. Nothing I could have done there. 23, 27, 15. Those are, what can you do?
Yeah, and win or lose, you're so passionate about this game. It's so fun to watch. They were having trouble just keeping you in frame in the control room because you're just
Sounds
so
a little too
animated.
handsy.
You can tell you just love this game so much.
Yeah, I got to play my way. I don't play for anybody else, in frame, out of frame. I got to play my way, and that's where I was today.
How'd
That's how it
standing
goes.
feel out there?
Standing felt nice. I actually kind of like it. Bibbs might have stumbled onto something, and I kind of like it. So maybe they'll do a Still Standing 2 shirt for me. But either way, great match. Couldn't get it done today. No shame. I didn't miss anything that I knew, so there's no shame in that way. And even if I'd gotten those points, still wouldn't have been enough to beat Bibbs. He's on a run.
And now, with this out of the way, obviously the focus is back on teams.
Yeah.
You guys are going to be playing Double Toasted in Houston. How are you feeling about that coming
I'm
up?
excited for that. Double Toast has been talking their mess. I didn't know those guys could speak those words in that way. I'm a little offended, but we're going to come see them in their hometown. We're coming to their hometown to handle business. My dad once said the best way to whoop that ass is whoop that ass in front of their family. So I'm going to whoop that ass in front of their family in Houston. Dan's riding with me, shotgun. We're going to have a good time against Double Toasted. Maybe send them back home triple toasted or quadruple toasted. I don't know. Maybe we'll take over their podcast. Who knows? But either way, we're coming and we're going to have fun, and that's my focus.
I mean, their podcast is here in Austin with us, so to quote Roxy,
not overlooking them, but we
Can we
definitely are
come?
excited to go face them.
I love where your head's
Yeah,
at.
we're going.
Good luck in Houston, man.
no, to his podcast if they take it over in
We're
Austin.
back with William the Beast, Bibbiani, Bibbs. You won.
I'm
Maybe.
so glad they chose me from that audience. There's so many people there. I put my name in that hat, and oh man, it all worked out. It's great. It's great. Thank you so much.
Oh, well, congratulations. I know that this is like your moment. When we were standing on the stage together at Free For All, it felt like everything was kind of coming together for you.
Well, I mean, I don't want to jinx it, but I do seem to be on a bit of a roll, and I want to enjoy that while I can. It's been really nice.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Hi, the kid.
Hey,
You're gonna get
just wanted to
challenged.
come in and say that was so awesome out there, man. I was rooting you on, and you really deserved it after the free-for-all and everything.
I'm great at the free-for-all too, man. Thank you so much.
Man. Well, you've always been very supportive of me, even after back to my first match, so I really appreciate it, man.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate
congrats. Well, I'll go now, so. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'll let you finish up.
Thank you so much.
At least he talked into the mic today.
That's great, yeah. Wonder if that'll be important later. Anyway, what were you talking about?
Oh, yeah. So now, Merle, actually faced each other except for at free-for-all, being on the stage together.
We were at the first free-for-all briefly, and then we were on the the third free-for-all forever, and it was like being in the trenches, and we were all just like collapsing in each other's arms. And he was so sweet. Like when he won,
I remember reacting to that.
Apologized to me. He was just.
Oh, you blacked out during that part.
This was such a good
That
match.
was
So
a
he's really
long
cool,
match.
and I really respect that out of him, and I think he is one of the, if not the, at least one of the top 2 competitors we've ever had in the league. And I've been wanting to play him since I started playing, and I am thrilled and I'm honored that I get that opportunity now. And I want to tell Dan right now, Dan, there we go. Hi, Dan Merle.
Been there the whole
You look like a camera.
Hi, Dan.
Dan the Cam.
See you soon.
That's what you've been wanting to tell him?
Growl.
No trash talk.
You, sir, are very nice, and I respect you. And if you beat me, I would understand, but I hope you don't, because think I'm pretty good, and I think I got a chance, and growl.
Classic.
Have a nice day.
Growl.
Growl.
Ethan played incredibly, and he talked about it too. And what the main focus there for both of them, interestingly enough, is that Jay started talking about the time machine. Him, Janine, and Ethan taking that shot in the teams, and that was the same narrative, really, of what John Rocha was talking about. He understood it, he got it, he gave a lot of credit to both competitors, and he's really focused on Houston and focused on winning those team championships again to become the first ever two-time champ, right? But Bibbiani, it was very nice to see
That's the thing. Is that we can talk about potentialities with Ethan and Rocha, but Bibbiani clearly knows what he's facing right now, and it may be the most daunting task of his storied career.
And he said as much, that he's excited to see it, he's excited to get a shot to get his title back, but it was also very nice to see the kid run in there. They've had this friendship, and the kid came in and congratulated him, and they're just 2 likable people, those 2. And in fact, you see him run in there, and he says, "Thanks, the kid." It was really nice.
It was like Mean Joe giving his Coca-Cola and his jersey and trading it back in the 70s. It was a very nice thing to do, and the kid, by the way, very well adjudicated at the free-for-all. So you have 2 free-for-all legends in that shot, and William Bibbiani now going up against Dan Merle for the championship.
And that's your championship match. Merle versus Bibbiani 1. Because the other 2 would have been sequels. This is the first time these 2 have ever faced each other, and what a championship match it will be. We're going to have the dangerous one, Dan Merle defending his championship against William the Beast Bibbiani, who now sits at 7-5. So this is going to be something I can't wait to look for. I know the fans are going to be looking forward to it. Thank you to everybody on Patreon who has helped really build this league, by the way. Everyone who we want to come to Houston to see Dan and Rocha play against Double Toasted, and of course the main event, Andrew Guy versus Ben Bateman at Booker T's Stadium. Go to the Schmoedownlive.com.
May 18th.
Over there, May 18th, and see this character on May 17th.
At the Joke Joint. It's right down the street. That is Christian I Am Mark in podcast form. You can always check out the movie trivia Schmoedown on Himalaya.
We should form a meetup
Christian,
near there.
Always good doing business with you, sir, and I know we have a championship match to look forward to.
Can't wait for it. And check out all these articles on TriviaSD.com as well as the Schmoedown Rundown. There's so much content for you guys to ingest if you are big Schmoedown fans, and if you like to keep up on it, there's so much that we have for you. Check all the links and subscribe to this channel, obviously. Thank you. For Mark Ellis, I'm Christian Arloff. We'll see you next time.
Ben Bateman, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you.
Hey, Mark, how are you, man?
Not too bad. I'm going to apologize now for defeating you in Chicago in front of 1,000 people, but don't feel too bad about that.
It's gonna be an absolutely crazy one. You look great, Mark. You lost weight.
Oh, you're really working hard to sell this nice guy thing, and I can see in you want to say something. So come on.
I don't
Come
want to say anything. Look, man, a year ago probably would have had things to say to you. I would have
wanted to yell and scream and team action, but that's just not what I'm doing now. I'm here to win. I'm really excited for Chicago. I think you and I have some history.
Well, I did beat you, so I'm.
You got lucky. I made some mistakes that day.
Sure, luck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it. Whatever makes you sleep at night.
Draco, people talk about us as the best players that never win a belt. And after Chicago,
I would agree with that. We are, but I'm
that's
in
just
first
gonna
position.
be you.
We'll see. We'll see.
And I just say that honestly, man. That's really how I feel.
There's the Ben Bigman we all know about. So I'm going to do you. Put on my cool sunglasses. And I'm going to walk off and be smug. So
cool.
Look forward to losing to you.
All right. Have a good one.
They just have like a nice off or something. I mean, that was a little.
Yeah.
Who could be nicer?
I can't wait to see the Chicago stuff once we get to check it out. So, here's a lot of good matching and a lot of good fighting and Schmoedowning and all that.
Schmoedowning,
Star Warsing and
Star Warsing. Yeah, we're from Texas. If you hadn't noticed,
y'all.
Yeah. So Bibbiani,
he's a beast.
I mean, we kind of called it. I mean, we were just trying to do it based off of like some like facts. But I mean, they brought up some good ones at the beginning of that match too that we hadn't quite thought of, like Rocha being a two-time champion. Mm-hmm. The fact that the three of them had all beaten each other in succession, leading up to
the belt
to Merle.
So getting the belt, yeah.
So I mean, that made sense, and that was stuff we didn't bring up at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Bibbiani ended up winning it. He took that rhythm that he got into at the free-for-all and brought it back to the studio and still dominated.
That's going to be an interesting matchup now between him and Dan Merle because Dan Merle is one who, I mean, he beat Ethan Erwin.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Dan Merle is one who is consistently a fantastic competitor. He's the best, the GOAT, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what does that discussion look like if Bibbiani beats him? Especially now, since he topped Bibbiani in the free-for-all on that last stretch of overtime there.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's gonna be a very high-scoring match.
It will. So as far as the free-for-all, though, I mean, what comes into question is, was Bibbiani just tired since he had been out there a lot longer than Merle?
No, he just made one mistake, missed one question, and that's what happened. You know,
yeah.
Dan capitalized on that. So that's, I mean, we're up against that. I mean, this is literally the match where you make one mistake, the other person's going to capitalize or has a chance to capitalize, and that could be it.
You know, if that means if Bibbiani wins that match, he will be a two-time champion.
Yep. He'll be in that two-time club with Rocha.
Yeah.
And I believe Riley and
Merle.
I think Dan also.
Yep.
Yeah. So I don't think I missed anybody there.
Yeah. Feel free to correct us down in the comments.
There's been a lot of Schmoedown that's happened.
That's usually what people like to do is put...
Not on these, though. People are always nice on the Schmoedown. So.
Yeah, they are.
Speaking of nice things.
Yeah.
Tried to find a segue there.
It works.
You mentioned a fan meetup. That means there's a big event coming to Houston that we are super excited for. The Schmoedown Live is coming to Houston.
I feel like this has been mentioned before.
Yeah, we're gonna keep mentioning it until after it happens. It's a pretty big deal. I mean, we're gonna go see we're gonna see the Team Action Boys go at it. Go see Founding Fathers up against Double Toasted. That'll be a ton of fun as well. But the night before, May 17th, we are hosting a meetup at Timeout Number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Starting at 7 p.m. You don't have to RSVP for anything. You can just show up if you're going to be there, 7 p.m.
Till when it closes.
Or we're all done, whenever we all feel like leaving, going back to our hotels or wherever for the night. So.
Mark Ellis has 2 stand-up shows that night, so you are free to just come in and out. Just join us at 7 and go...
Well, if you want to go to his first show, you probably just want to go straight to him and then come hang out with us afterwards. His first show's at 7:30, second show's at 10.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go. Big group of us are going to the 10 o'clock show. So if you haven't gotten your tickets for that yet, I would recommend getting your tickets for the 10 o'clock showing. Or if you want to hang out with us a little bit more here on our channel, go check out, I believe we have a video up about a giveaway we're doing.
We do have a video up, and I'll link to it right here.
Yeah, there it is.
We are doing a giveaway. So real quick, we are giving away 2 VIP tickets to the Schmoedown. That means that you will have access to the meet and greet with Christian and Mark, and also access to the Schmoedown Q&A. I believe it's with all the competitors, and a photo with all the competitors and Schmoedown people on stage afterwards. You will get 2 VIP tickets.
You'll be a very important person.
You will also get 2 tickets to Mark Ellis's 10 o'clock showing. We are unfortunately not able to provide transportation and hotel stay, but we hope that's enough anyways. For the details of how you can enter this contest, click on that link that I just had. And
it's also going to be in the description below too. So
it'll be down there, so if you missed that one, you can click that one down there.
Yep.
Yeah, we are eager to give away these tickets, and we want to see what y'all can do to help promote the Schmoedown, which is the basis of that giveaway.
Yep. We're all going to find out how we are all Schmoefanatics together. So hashtag Schmoefanatic. You'll know what I'm talking about when you click on that video. So.
Also, I would like to mention that as of the time of us filming this, we have just recently crossed over 500 subscribers on the Cinefanatics channel. Yay! And I know a lot of that is also due to the help and the support of the Schmoedown fan community, who have been watching our reactions and commenting and saying, again, a lot of nice things because y'all are nice people. So thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your likes and comments. We very much appreciate that, and we hope that you will continue to stay with us as we start this trek to 1,000. I mean, we're going to count the other ones as well.
And we're also going to keep going past when that. We're not.
Yeah.
It's just the next goal for now.
Well, I planned on stopping at 1,000, but I mean, okay.
This train's going to keep going.
Anyways, yes, so thank you again for that. And also, go over and show the support for the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. You can go to their YouTube channel. Make sure you like and comment on their stuff.
If you're not subscribed to them for some reason, subscribe to them. Also, jump on their Patreon. They're trying to do some even bigger things now that they've been touring and finally gotten to do some live shows across the country, like Houston and Chicago and New York. Last we heard, Christian wants to try to now raise the stakes and build out their own studio, which is a huge thing, especially with those LA costs. Ridiculously high. So, if you're not part of the Patreon yet, consider giving at least $1 a month over there. I mean, it's $12 a year, and that really goes a long way. If you are already on there, consider raising your patronage amount a little bit. Again, all of it goes a long way, and we want to support them and show them that what they're doing is really awesome and helps all of us, affects all of us. So,
speaking of the Patreon, they just released the Patreon exhibition match for last month, which was the Rocky Creed between Dagnino and JTE.
Yeah, it's available for everybody now.
Fantastic match, yeah. Yep. And you can also see on Patreon our reaction to it. We did a reaction to that, and Emma was nice enough to post it. So go over to Patreon and check that out as well.
Go over there.
And speaking of us, did you like this reaction? Let us know down below. Comment. Say hi to us. Let's talk about anything down in the comments. That's cool. If you like this video, also make sure you hit like. If you didn't like the video, well, okay. Also, above our heads, there is a subscribe button. Make sure you click that to subscribe. And over here off to the side are a couple other videos. One that is our newest video and one that YouTube thinks you should watch. And as always...
And another one.
No.
And another one.
No, later.
See ya. And another one. And another one.
No.